In Need for Speed 2015, there was one blaring issue, and that was overpowered cars. The Lamborghini Huracan was a massive example of this, and is it fixed in Need for Speed Payback? That's what people want to know. I'm here to provide that information. So let's jump into some gameplay. For those who didn't know, I want to recap on how it all worked. In 2015, there were two cars that were pretty much the go-to cars when it came to drifting, which was this and a glitched Huracan, which hopefully, well, from the looks of it, you can't upgrade your cars online, so you can't glitch it in the way you did in the previous game. Anyway, and the Huracan's not even in the game, so it doesn't bloody matter. Basically, in Need for Speed 2015, there was a very misbalanced bunch of cars that did a million times better than everything else, and that caused some issues online because when you went online, everybody was using those cars, which was rather quite boring. I would like to see a big mix in there. I mean, I went in with some Skyline, for example. I'm not going to win. I'm going to do well, but I'm not going to win. The Huracan just absolutely decimated. It just changed drifts so well. And I boiled it down to two factors. I think for the most part, it's going to be the fact that this car is all-wheel drive. And also the fact that its stock is just pretty darn quick and you can upgrade it a lot. You can upgrade this car a ridiculous amount compared to some of the other higher-end cars which you couldn't really upgrade too much. Anyway, so in 2015, the all-wheel drive handling wasn't really there for a lot of cars. The Huracan and the Huracan seemed to be the only cars that properly resembled an all-wheel drive system, which allowed it to hold a drift so much better, and get so many more points very easily. But the other Lamborghinis didn't do that, so I was rather confused. Now, the first car that I wanted to drive, the only car that I really tried in this video, was the Aventador. The Aventador is the perfect choice to go with because the Aventador was absolutely rubbish in drifting in the last game. Weirdly, because the handling should be better, if not the same, at least, as the Huracan. It should get about the same points. So I gave the first run in the Huracan, and the second run is going to be in the Aventador. And it's very easy to tell them apart because the Aventador is the nicer looking one. If you disagree, you're wrong. I don't care what you say. Some people, I remember when KSI made a video, he went into a dealership, when he bought an Aventador, he was like, wow, that's the new one. I want a Huracan. Someone shoot the man. Anyway, he doesn't own the Aventador anymore. Bless its soul. It's going to heaven, thankfully. Anyway, so how you can see the difference in the runs. A little bit better on this run. I did a little bit better because I was used to the route. The first recording of this in the Aventador, sorry, the Huracan. First Huracan route was pretty much the first time me jumping back into the game after not playing it for the longest time. This run was my second run of doing the drifting, and first time I was actually driving this car, first time I was playing around with this car in the drifting mode, all that sort of stuff, so it was very different to me, but I had got a better plan of where the route was for this, and absolutely decimated the other score. So it's very clear straight away that this car is, well, it's the same. They feel almost the same. I do wish I had a little bit more time to test out some more vehicles, but from what I actually played and what I've played in the final game, everything really handles the same. It's dependent on the level, and you can get pretty much any car 2399. Honestly, you don't really need to pay attention. I've noticed in drifting events specifically, you don't really need to pay attention to the requirements for the levels. Everything pretty much works. You're not going to have a problem using your really, beginner car on an event that, say, that looks like a 130 car on, let's say, a 180 event. You can really get away with it if you drift really well. The points, the only thing you're really going to find is that picking your speed back up out of the corner, you're going to want a faster car, and that's all you really need it for. That's what I'm hoping to see in Speedless in the future sometime soon online. Hopefully we're going to see some drift lobbies, because the drift lobbies are really well done this time. And when you go to the competitive section of the speed list, you have a level requirement of 275, which is definitely just going to massively improve the online experience. And for drifting, it would make it near perfect because of the fact that now everything's just really well balanced compared to what it used to be in Need for Speed 2015. I can jump in my Skyline and I can race against a Huracan and I can win. It's all dependent on skill. The main difference in the actual playing of the drifting in this game compared to the last one, if you crash, you keep your points, you just bank them, and the multiplier is the main thing you want to focus on. Get that multiplier up. If you NOS, it locks the multiplier, and that means you keep it for longer, and hey presto, you can get many more points than you could in the Huracan, which I'm very happy about. Thank you, Ghost, for doing a cracking job at making the Huracan less overpowered. Now, if you have any other questions on if things are still overpowered, if things are still unbalanced, that sort of thing, let me know down in the comments. If you found otherwise, let me know. But from what I can see, it looks like all cars are pretty damn balanced within the class. I don't know how it works, how it was in the last game, why it was so different, but now I went to Ghost a little while back and the Huracan wasn't finished, and I did feel as if it was overpowered, and I was like, you need to fix this. You need to fix it. It was still decimating everything, but I can, from what I did this testing and since I've been playing it on my own console, I can confirm that it has been improved muchly. And it's, well, de-improved, which is what you kind of really wanted. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this, kind of showing you features or issues that were in 2015 and that have been fixed in Payback, or maybe issues that were good in 2015 and maybe have been reversed good in Payback. Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, guys, peace.